This is the second video like this where I've had to admit, hey, I might have made a mistake here. The other day, I was discussing some developments on the XRP ledger, and one of the newest is an Ethereum virtual machine sidechain, and that is exciting, no doubt. And there's a few solutions out there where they're looking at bringing this functionality in a way that could interact with the XRP ledger. I said, you know what, this is the standard for the industry, and we need this capability, all true. But I compared it to Zahao and Hooks, and I said, you know what, I think this is much more compelling than the Hooks functionality, because no one really knows how to program for Hooks, and everyone knows EVM. And I think I made a big error there. Today, I just released the second part of my interview with Daniel, where we're talking about where the ledger is going and advancements that will be coming out. I messed up the notifications on that video. A lot of people haven't seen it yet. Link down below. I think you'll like it. He gets quite technical talking about a lot of these issues. But one of the things he said that is next and most important is bridges. This isn't just an important functionality, but a necessity, because the future is multi-chain. Different blockchains will have various strengths. The XRP ledger will probably, never be as capable as Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot in terms of smart contracts. Even if you bring on Ethereum virtual machine or you keep it on a sidechain, it's just not its strength. But it's fast, it's cheap, it's great for payments, and that's what leads me back to my comment where I discounted the Hooks feature set because a lot of people don't know it. And I said, well, EVM, that's the only type of programmability we need because everyone uses it and it's so great. With Hooks, it's a payment focus. It's a programmability that is specifically tailored to a lot of payment use cases. It's simple. It's easy. It's going to be a lot faster and scalable than EVM. I believe as all of these various smart contract blockchains scale, they're going to get bogged down a little bit. They're going to have a lot of complex transactions going on, which you need for DeFi and all this other stuff. But when it comes down to payments, you need to stay lean, mean, fast, and cheap. And Hooks will allow you to do that, but have far more capability. And I think the hope we all have is someday, if this is proven as a usable and scalable technology, that they'll bring that over to the main chain. That's what I hope. I hope that we get this capability because you can do a whole lot with it, but it's not going to bog stuff down like a full, smart contract blockchain where you get very complex. It's simpler than that. It's easy. It's little hooks that make things happen, and that is great for payment use cases, which to me is the strength of the XRP ledger. And this is what's really so exciting. As we start to build out this functionality, and they're working on bridges, there's going to probably be a lot of stuff there that rolls out. Once you're able to bridge over to other chains, XRP ledgers, again, its strong point is going to be payments and moving of value, and that's kind of its wheelhouse where it's world-class and nothing can touch it. Paired with XRP's liquidity, what has David Schwartz told us in the past? Everything eventually boils down to a payment of some sort. And so now as we see more transactions, I don't care, on Ethereum 2.0, on Cardano, on Polkadot, a lot of that value could end up settling and flowing over onto the XRP ledger if done correct. We joke a lot about, all of the money. That's what we're after. And in some ways, it could be true. If this is the best network for payments and settling out transactions, you could do a lot of complicated stuff over on those smart contract blockchains, and it eventually flows to the XRP ledger, and you really are, in a lot of ways, encompassing all of the money in this big, vast network of blockchains as they start to hook together. Are you world-class at something? I believe XRP is, and this is exciting because now it's not just about our growth, our capability, the users we onboard, but also other chains that now become complementary and not just adversarial. I really shouldn't have downplayed Hooks because, a lot of people don't know it. If it's useful, if it works as advertised, if they build this out, guess what? A lot of people are going to learn it and learn it in a hurry. Again, down below in the show notes, check out that second interview. I really think you'll enjoy it. Now, Jerome Powell, he gave his little talk today. He envisions probably we're going to be in a recession in 2024. Markets jumped up. Why? Because that means it's time to back off the interest rates, right? And I think he also announced, look, we're not expecting any more hikes. Now, for this time, they just kept the rates where they are. But we're probably going to see quite a few rate cuts next year. They're talking about 3. I've seen some analysts say as much as 6. Now, Anthony Pompliano said, well, the Fed is pushing stock markets to all-time highs. Bitcoin and crypto will be next. The only thing I would caution you, not always, no patterns perfectly repeat, but many times post-Fed pivot, when they start bringing those interest rates down, well, they're doing so because, well, times are tough. And you actually see a lot of downwards pressure on markets. I'm not saying it's going to happen this time around again, but I would be far from guaranteeing you that especially Q1, Q2, it's going to be firing rockets across all sorts of, markets. Be careful. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. They're bringing the interest rates down because, well, times are tough. I'm not saying that's going to happen or that's likely to happen. Just understand, well, it's possible. We've seen it a lot of times before. Now, it's announced the SEC, they want to take Binance's guilty admission to the DOJ and other regulators, and they want to roll it into their court case. Binance is saying, look, it's unrelated. It's not showing that the problems we had with the DOJ have anything to do with the things you're claiming. You're saying these are securities offerings. We don't sell securities. We sell, crypto assets, pure commodities. It's going to be interesting here. I think the SEC lost in a lot of ways. There's nothing they're going to be able to do that even matters compared to what happened with the DOJ. They ran in and just stole their spotlight. And again, a lot of their theories here in this court case are going to be tough. It's going to be hard to say fraud when you have investors that haven't lost any money. And a lot of their theories about security sales, well, that was debunked by the Ripple case. And, it just doesn't look like they're going to be very successful here. They'd be best served probably to settle this one out. Because again, the big stuff was handled by the major agencies like the DOJ and the CFTC and everyone involved, the Treasury, and that criminal complaint. I don't think there's a whole heck of a lot left here. Settle it out and, move on from here. They're exiting the U.S. market anyhow. What are we really fighting about? A couple days ago, FASB updated their rules for companies that hold crypto on their books. Before, they only wrote those assets down. So the price of Bitcoin goes down, you write it down on your books. You take a loss. When it goes up, well, you don't do anything there. It sounds vicious, but at the same time, usually with these reports, we want to be conservative. And it's not like you're fooling markets. If people see a bunch of Bitcoin on your balance sheet and, they know what markets have done, they can do the math themselves. But, this is a favorable update for companies that want to hold crypto on their books. And they don't have to only write down assets. I guess I see what they're doing here. But either way, it's bullish for crypto for sure. Big update there from FASB. Lastly, I'm seeing some reports, and I haven't got to dig into this, that PolySign Inc. is going up for auction in a foreclosure sale. I don't know if there's any reality to this or not. I just saw Crypto Eddie share a blurb that she had found. I just want to tell you, cryptocurrencies in general are very risky. But understand when you have these private companies, and then they also operate in a very risky industry where things change quickly, this is a very risky investment in general. Watch out with that. We'll see with PolySign. I know they had a lot of big ideas with custody of assets, and, a lot of the same people were involved in that are involved in Ripple and other companies. So hopefully we find out this is not correct, but as of now, things aren't looking great for PolySign. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Inc.